Hello.
Hi, welcome, sir. Good morning.
All right. Are we live now on all the social media platforms? Hello.
Yes, sir, we are live. Continue, sir. We are live. I left the stage for you.
Yeah. Excellent day to you all from everywhere you're listening to me from. So let's share the link to our um all our platform now. Let's share the link to all our platform so that everyone can actually can actually be part of what we're doing presently. It's another beautiful morning of the mind surgery. We're expecting Ambassador Anagu to come in. Is our guest speaker today. Before then, let's have our video, the mind surgery video. Um,
Imagine a world where
how do I see the people
ima-
in the do? Is there a way to make me a co-host or something here? How do we see people?
If you want to see them, I have to add them on stage, but they're currently 3%. For lobby, you, and one other person.
No, I what I'm saying is that what you're
Should
seeing.
I add all of them on
No,
stage?
you don't need to add all of them on stage. But what you're seeing, I should be
Okay.
able to see them. There's a way you should make me a member of the host or something, or co-host, just like we do, so that I can see what you're seeing.
It's no here, sir, unless I will have to register you as a team member, sir. That not
Assign me
now.
as a
I don't
team
know
member
about
now.
it. But no, not now in the meeting. It's after here. So,
You
like
have
so
to
that
assign
you
me as a
can be
team member.
also
All
be
of
the
these
one
things are
starting.
the things that you should have done. Assign me as a team
No,
member.
I don't, sir. I don't even know. I don't even know if that is going to make you co-host or something. But it means so that you can start the meeting from your end.
You
That's what
should
it
you
means.
should make me a team member. You should understand all these terminologies. You understand? They are not using the same thing. Just like on Facebook, it's friend request. On Global Cluster, it's connection request. Are you get what I'm trying to say? It all means the same thing.
Yes, sir.
Do you understand? But people are using the different terminology to avoid copyright and all of those things. You understand? So,
Yes, sir.
so what I'm trying to let you understand is that please take note of that. So let's observe our guest speaker. So let's play the video of the
What is
mind
her
surgery
name?
now.
What's her name, sir? What's her name, sir? What's her name, sir?
It's not her, it's him, Ambassador
Okay,
Anagu.
okay.
So let's have the mind surgery video first.
He's here, sir. He's
I
here.
know. Before him, let's have the video.
Okay, sir.
Let's
Imagine a
have
world where your mind is your greatest ally. Welcome to the Mind Surgery Revolution by the Global Clusters. This movement is all about transforming your inner world, building mental resilience, cultivating mindfulness, and overcoming the barriers within. At Global Clusters, we believe in the power of introspection and self-awareness to heal, elevate, and empower. Through emotional intelligence and cognitive growth, we can unlock our full potential and face life's challenges with clarity and strength. Think about it. Leaders today are overwhelmed by expanding expectations and digital distractions. But by prioritizing core values and focusing on what truly drives us, we can navigate this complex world with ease. The history of neurosurgery, with pioneers like Harvey Cushing, shows us the incredible advancements in understanding our brains. Similarly, the mind surgery revolution invites you to revolutionize your mindset, just as brain surgery has revolutionized treatment. Even cutting-edge brain-computer interfaces are showing us the limitless potential of the brain's plasticity. But it's not just about technology. Holistic health approaches, like those from Dr. Rangan Chatterjee, emphasize the crucial connection between mind and body. Transform your mind, and you'll transform your world. Be part of the mind surgery revolution by joining us at theglobalclusters.org. Stay tuned for updates, events, and tools to elevate your mental resilience and well-being. Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us.
Every meeting matters. Don't miss your chance to grow with us. It's a mind surgery revolution. We're saying instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, let's all engage in mind surgery. Let's engage in mind surgery. Let's engage in critical thinking, creative thinking, innovative thinking, thinking out of the box, developing great memory, flexibility, speed, focus. This will help our father's land to grow. Now, we have our mind surgeon of the day in the person of Ambassador Augustine Anagu. And last week, we're supposed to have him, but due to the fact that he was on transit, we could not have him. Now, let's have him, let him come by my side. Okay, he's by my side already. So let's have him now so that he will be speaking to us about his story. We want to learn from his story. We want every young person to learn from Ambassador Anagu's story. Ambassador Anagu, over to you, sir. You can open your camera and talk to us, sir. Hello, sir. Ambassador Anagu. Hello. Hello.
Maybe it's his network.
Okay.
Yeah.
No worry. I will call him on the phone.
Okay.
All right. While we're waiting for our guest speaker, the place of the mind surgery cannot be overemphasized. I want us to go to all the streaming platform that we're currently streaming from. Where is he now? I want us to go to all the streaming platform and share the link on Facebook and Cluster Tennessee. There's a caption that is showing. I think that is not the caption it's supposed to show. We need to edit that caption. It's showing a default caption on Facebook. You need to go and check the caption that is showing, and we need to edit it. We're using the StreamYard for the first time to televise all of our meetings. So, having said that, I want you to know that the place of mind surgery in nation building cannot be ever emphasized. While we wait for our guests to come on, I think he's having network glitch. We faced that last week, and I don't know why it's happening today. While we wait for our guest speaker to come up, Ambassador Anago is currently waiting for him to be admitted into the um into the program right now. Please, the host to admit Ambassador Anago in. So while we wait for him to come, I want everyone listening to me. This is the Global Clusters. We are referred to as Clusterians, and we are consortium. Yes, we have our guest speaker today, and Ambassador Anagu, we want to hear
Yeah,
from you. Your story last week was triggering, and we were all super excited that we will learn from the mind surgeon of the day. So I present to everyone all over the world the mind surgeon of the day. You know, the mind surgery concept is that we want to learn from our leaders, the people that have gone ahead of us. How were they able to get to the where they are today? Let us all learn so that every young people in our midst will not think that people did all manner of mago to get there. And that is the essence of the global cluster, and that is the essence of the mind surgery. Over to you, sir. Let's have you. Tell us your
good
story.
good
How
morning,
were you able to get to where you are today? Over to you.
good morning, good afternoon, good evening, according to your location around the group. I am Ambassador Dr. Anabu I. Augustine, the UNELE Global Chairman with United Nations Office of Drug and Crime for Crime Prevention and Criminal Justice, with United Nations Transnational Organized Border Crime for Armed Trafficking and Human Trafficking. Um, Last week, we started because I was in a journey. I'm always a traveler. I was around between Kwara State and the Bida Road, which have no sufficient network. And that was why it was all truncating. So I thank you, Ambassador Dr. Badmus, for giving me this very opportunity to appear and discuss and talk with the Clusterians around the world. So wherever you may be, or the Clusterian, I want also to tell you that you are the right track. For this very morning, we are going to continue what we could not be able to do last week because of some circumstances. My surgery, we are just doing it in a way that is not physical, but anything concerning the mind, most of it doesn't have much physical effect, if not as we are talking now. The worst sickness one can have is a sickness of the mind, because it is rare to get a computer that will detect the solution. That is why it is called psychosomatic illness. It is only through either our discussion, or maybe when you go to psychotherapy, or like some of us who are family therapists that can talk to your mind. So whatever we are hearing from me, you might not even hear it all because time will not permit me to uncover what the journey of life have taken me to. I was born in Anambra State when others were giving birth, like my mother. It was in 1964. So you're talking to elderly person of over 60 years now. We are discussing together, rubbing minds together. It's true, because of this very 60 years of participating in the world, as God may have it. It's not a journey of warfare. Well, before I forget, everybody that is listening to me will know that God himself, I am a Christian, so whenever I quote Bible, you forgive me if you are not a Christian. That is how I grew up. So my main anchor and my foundation, the strong one that make me to be what I am today, is God. And when you listen to God, when you walk with God, because the problem we are having in religious activities is that when you are working for God and you are not working with God, when you are working with God, you will understand that the world is not bed of roses. No matter the level you have attained in life, it is always accompanied with a story of both hardship, humiliation, frustration, sometimes dehumanization, and what have you. God, who created us in a flesh, did not create only flesh. It is mixed with bone and flesh. And that is why whenever you have any activity, you will not expect it to always be as smooth as you think. Let me tell you one thing. This world we are living in, nobody, I say nobody, can claim and say that everything is sufficient for him or her. No matter your worldliness, no matter your academic endowment, no matter your physical or spiritual strength. Jesus came to the world and it was not easy. And that was why he had to cry even on the cross, Eloi, Eloi, lama sabachthani. Anybody you see on earth, some people used to admire generals in the army. Every good general you might come across with must have a bullet wound. And that is what qualifies such general to be a general. Any general that have no story of war or that cannot showcase a bullet wound will be general from mouth, cannot be talking from experience. When I was born, I am the last born of the sixth of my mother. I came to the world, and when I can say daddy or mommy, I don't see any daddy because my father was deceased when I was just like maybe 3 months or thereabouts. I met a widow that has 6 children, and she was trying to encourage us that we must live to testify of the goodness of God. And that makes me that in my 6 years, I enter business. When I was 6 years old, going into gutter, packing sand, and sell, breaking stones, selling, taking water whenever I hear that something is going on and human beings are gathering, I will bottle some water, because that time there was nothing like pure water. I'll just bottle some water, I go there to see. Through my church activities, I was only 8 years old when I stood at the talk in a customary court for the church. I am a Catholic. When we are serving mass, a man came there to dupe us of 13 kobo, 12 kobo, 10 kobo, and we stood at the court. At the end of judgment, the man was jailed 3 years. So I found the world very, very difficult as a place to abide. But at the same time, I cling on the word of God. And when the Israel were going to their promised land, God told them, when you go there, you must fight to eliminate the illegal occupants. And if you did not do so, I will punish you. Which means God himself is allowing us and cannot fight for us in any battle that he knew that he had given us the strength as human being, created in his own image and likeness, to fight. So wherever you may be, you may think that God have abandoned you, but what you are facing must be what God knows that you are capable of taking care of. If it is not so, it is not the world you are living in. Some people want to have their heaven in this world, but it is not like that. It is in heaven that there is sufficiency or efficiency. This very world, you cannot find such a thing. Because you eat today, tomorrow you are hungry. You have 1 naira today, there is a challenge of 2 naira tomorrow. You have 10 million today, there is a challenge of 1 billion waiting for you. And that is why you see big men fighting for money till they die. Somebody will say, why are they not satisfied? They cannot satisfy because there is no satisfaction in the world. I find myself during my kindergarten and primary school, at a time my mother could not be able to pay my school fees. I was forced to begin to go and do laborer work. I will do laborer work, and at the same time, even in the school, I must perform my duty as a school prefect. So the very day that I succeeded in buying a bicycle, it was like having an aeroplane, because that bicycle helped me. I will go and work for money in the morning. Then in the afternoon, I will zoom to school, prepare the lectures of the day for the teachers, and then also cover up as a footballer in the school. I'm a midfielder. Okay. And that was why when I was finishing my elementary school, everybody was shouting, which secondary school are you going? I know my mother don't have money. And no relation who was ready to pay for my common entrance. So what do? I decided that whatever that happened to you in life, there is what God put in you, that is your will. Your will is your will. Nobody will take it away from you. When the teachers were crying, oh, is there nobody to help this very boy? Because in every exam, I must come either first, second, or third. I cannot miss it. My mother used to warn me, you come from poor family. Don't find trouble. Anytime you find trouble, you have to carry it by yourself. Oh my God. And that's why if somebody slapped me, I'll just think of what my mother have advised me, and I will allow the person to just go like that. That was my life that very time. That was why one day the school clock was given to me, that everywhere was locked. Our headmaster was not in the office. And the school clock was given to me to go and keep in our house, in our muddy house. I don't know how I will explain it to my mother, because my mother will call me a thief. You say, how can they, of all the people, give you this kind of thing for you to go and keep? Who are you? You have stolen. So I was hiding this something. And when I went home, I just went at the back of the house and I hid it. But you know that kind of clock? In the midnight, you will hear it, come, 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 come. And my mother will say, what is it? Is it that we are under the surveillance of snakes or what? What is it that is happening? I was praying. I said, God, please, don't allow this woman to go and uncover this thing that I have covered. I managed. And my senior sister was telling my mother that Augustine brought something in this very house. It was only God that saved me that day until I returned that very table clock. That old model table clock that they used to wind from back. A lot of noise, it can make noise. And unfortunately, I thank God. Unfortunately for me, it didn't ring any bell, because if you rang the bell, nobody can spare me and nobody can hide me again. Okay. But we managed after that. I decided within myself and some other boys who are like me that we are going to get a master and serve the master. And that was why we left after our first school living certificate examination. We left to serve. On serving, I saw that it was not even easy because the man that I came to serve, even when I was leaving home, my mother was crying because I was helping her a lot. And when my mother was crying, I don't have any mercy for her because if I look at her tears, I will not be somebody. I just look forward to go and serve, and serve. Let me just go and face my life, face the world. And this thing was happening when I was about 13 years old. So serving the man, I depend on prayer. And whatever you will do to me that will harm me, you will stop me praying. And the man said, I will not be going to Block Rosary Crusade because he was not a Catholic, he's an Anglican. And that will bring the separation between me and him. I said no. So before you know it, I have to leave him. But he gave me the beating of my life. Beat me like if I'm an adult of his, if I'm his mate. When I went to the stream to wash my clothes, he came there in the evening and they blasted me. He beat me, kicked me, boxed me. I went home. I told my mother I will not continue. Fortunately for me, my senior brother was in Maiduguri. So on 5th of May, 1980, I left for Maiduguri with my brother. Going there is a different experience. Why I'm narrating this for you to know that wherever and whatever you may see somebody to be, if the person is sincere, you have a lot of story to tell. It is a bullet wound that makes a general. Coming to Maiduguri, I met a place that is too hot for me, with a lot of flies, because before you eat your food, flies must taste it for you. And you don't have option. If you want to separate fly from your food, you know you are not ready to eat. And then we are sleeping in a kiosk. At the time, the severe wind during rainy season will carry you with their kiosk, with whatever you are selling, and roll you, crush you. Will be praying that God will save you. So God saved me from all this. You know, life is not a bed of roses. About 1985, or thereabout, there was this very war. I think 1981, they called Metasine. One Muhammad Marwa from Cameroon came to Kano and fought, and then his fighters came also in Maiduguri. And then from that very time, we used to run to Merare Barracks or other police stations to go and hide. And when you are hiding, there will be no food, there will be no water. But the most fearful day, the most worrisome day, the day that I thought that I will die, was the day that I met about 100 dogs, mad dogs. I was carrying about 12 gallons of engine oil, Mobil engine oil, iron one on my head. And I was going to my shop to relax for the day. It was a rainy season. Unfortunately, no car was coming, no vehicle was coming, only me marching about 10 p.m. with those loads upon my head. These dogs from nowhere, they are backing hell out of my senses and they are coming closer to me. About 100 of them. I said, today my own have finished. It was only God that helped me. I was even thinking the chemist that will be open that time that I will just go and treat myself. But God came, because God will always come to you in the circumstances that you cannot control. But the one that you can control, He will allow you to control it. Before you know it, God saved me by sending a vehicle that I don't know where the vehicle come from. And the vehicle just scratched the headlamp, and those dogs just, as they are just withdrawing, I was walking faster. Such thing have entered my gene because the fear and the trauma cannot be controlled because all my body was shaking when I went to the place that I supposed to carry those things down. Nobody to help me, but it was too hectic that my hands are shaking even to open the door. But God still helped me. Another one was when as I told you last week, when some Fulani men came from bush, offloading with the tipper, they are tripping their properties. I was inside that very kiosk. It is kiosk. If you know kiosk, it's just a hut or shanty that is being built like that. Put just small door on it, set upon 4 stones. You will just be there. That will be where I'm cooking, where I'm bathing, where I'm eating my food, and where I'm residing. That is where my clothes. So they were tripping and they don't know their human being was inside. They tripped everywhere. I was sleeping. I just hear. I say my own have finished there. God help me. I don't even come out to go and urinate because I don't know who are outside waiting for me to kill. So I managed to be breathing till morning. And when I was trying to open the door, people are saying, somebody is inside. So it was not easy. I have friends in Brunei, and most of those very friends, I don't know, most of them have died during this but one thing can happen. A night that my brother, who is my senior brother, whom I hope that is my shield, is my something like canopy, is my defense, is my helper, is my hope. Just one day like that, after eating for one Tuesday morning, like one Tuesday night, we ate food together, and then I have to go and sleep. Very early in the morning, people are calling me, say, come, we don't know what your brother is. So when I went there now and I saw that he had the miss, I took him to the village and I buried him. That time I was around 21 years, and that was why I married, because I remained only the man in the family. I have to marry at the age of 21, and they carried the whole family on my head, going up and down, staying in Maiduguri, going to different villages and towns, in order to search for greener pastures. In Borno, there's no Goza, you call it Goza, you call it Numata, you call it Baga, you call it Gamborungara. At the time I crossed the border and I went to Shad. The day I went to Shad, I was coming, but even my wife did not recognize me because you have to pass through desert. In that very desert, there's a lot of drought. Dust cover my eyes and hair. So the first person, a friend that saw me when I returned, he did not recognize. He just left me and ran. And when I was calling him, Eugene, come, it's me. And when he came, he said, why did you go? I said, I went to find food. He took me. Even in that very shot, those army those soldiers that fought between Gokuni Wodeye and the Hussein Habre, they had sophisticated weapon going around. They caught me. And when they caught me, they jailed me in one place that is just like a fence. He took my friend Mohammed some time to come and bail me. Thank God I have him. He come and spoke to them in the language that they understand. But one day I was going back there because all the commodity I went with that very day, I just left it and ran back to Nigeria. At the time I said, let me go, but I could not rest the road. I have to cross through canoe that was filled with a crocodile. That very river is branch of Lake Chad. Coming there now, the gendarmes there have to search me and collected everything, even paracetamol in my pocket, in my bag. They took it off. I have no money again, and I don't know the distance of where I was going. When I came out, I was singing, marching on the road. I don't know even where I was going. There was no phone to call people and say, I am coming to Chad. They knew I'm coming, but they don't know the road that I was following. That very day, I just relaxed in the hand of God. A vehicle stopped. I told the vehicle where I was going, the side should enter. And when I enter, I told them that I don't have any money. The small money that remained with me is Naira. They said they are not taking Naira. But when they move an inch, like just somebody, they call me back again. And when they call me back, somebody was inside the way. I don't know if that person is God or not. But the person paid the bill and even gave me extra money for me to reach my end. That is why I say that God will help you in a circumstance that you cannot help yourself. But what you will do by yourself, God will not. God will just, allow you to do it. That is my experiences. So when I came back, I was kind of, that my dead brother, the spirit, he came to me in the dream and said, you must leave Medugri. Because in North, almost every time you have to run, they will say that Metasina is coming. They say this one is that time there was no Boko Haram. It was that Metasina. But every time they will come to us, when they see us like that, they will say, time will come, those are Lamajiris. They will be telling us, time will come, we are going to slaughter all of you. We thought it was a joke. I have some friends who are telling me, yes, that one day something will happen. But despite the fall of Borno Empire, after fall of the Borno Empire, at a time, Igbo II came from Newi and visited Umar El-Kaneme, Mustafa Umar El-Kaneme, the Sheikh of Borno, that very time. And there was an agreement. Sheikh of Borno said that as far as he's living, that nobody will talk to a stranger, because after the fall of Borno Empire, that it was a stranger that made up the Borno again. And because of that, his father warned him that he will not maltreat any stranger. Boko Haram started when he died. So before then, my brother who died for some years have to appear to me in the dream. And he told me that I will leave Meduguri. I was arguing with him till I woke up. I said, so this is dream. I said, I'm not doing anything. No, there's not nowhere. I'm going nowhere. I'm going nowhere. So before I know it, thieves broke my shop and it took away everything that is valuable that I had. My wife was a seamstress. Thieves went to her shop, carried all the head of sewing machines, took all the expensive clothes that she was sewing for people. That one is just like it never hit my veins. Then because I was also a transporter, the bus that I newly bought caught fire and burned to ashes. Before I know it, even the 545 that I was riding caught fire and burned to ashes. I called my wife and said, what have I in Borno again? Let me leave. But God has seen that if I was in Borno before the comings of Boko Haram, they will not spare me, because most of them knew me as a radical Christian. They are even coming to warn me sometimes. That is how I left, and they went to Lagos. It was in Lagos now that I continue my education when I have the money. I have to go and I enroll some of the professional courses at the end of the day. That's why I do my HND, that's why I do my PhD with the University of Ife, having their basin at Agege. So, but sometimes we used to go to Ife. I'm trying to do it every weekend. I have to leave until I get what I want. That is why I did my security management and operation, high diploma, and though I have done diploma in LASU on business management and consultancy, then I have to also do my PhD for conflict management and resolution. Then I continue like that, did other online ones that are from US and the rest of them. That is why I can come up now. But nobody pay my school fees, except the one that my mother just, managed to pay. So I pay for my school fees and going on just like that. I have 6 children, but it was not easy. When I was leaving, my mother called me and said, please, these children are too much for, because I see your capacity. You can drop some. I said, Mama, forget, God is there. I took them because they ran home. I left them in Meduguri, but they ran home because of Sharia. At that time, they introduced Sharia. They started killing people in North. So somebody helped me to carry my children down to the village until I have house to live in Lagos. When I went to Lagos, I was squatting somewhere, and when my wife visited, I don't know that the person I was squatting with, even I'm paying for the one room I was, he locked up the toilets. So my wife did not even bath before I come back in the evening. Can you see humiliation and frustration? But one thing was sure, I hope that God is God. As far as God is alive, that I will make it. I continue. I made my first trip to Dubai in 2001. It was just like a mirage. Somebody told me you are going to go to Dubai. I said, which one? I laugh. I saw it in the dream. I laugh. But some people, those movements that I made when I was in Medjugorje, I have some connection with some people from Chad Republic and Mali and the rest of them. Do you know that when I went to Lagos, these people have to fly me down to Lagos and begin to give me some supplies? And that is how I get the money to travel to Dubai. That first time, I was part of the people that enter Nigerian Airways last. But that very day, before then, I have never entered aircraft. So I was even happy that I found money because a friend that's supposed to take me to Dubai disappointed me until one friend came and said, Augustine, you have the money to go to Dubai and you are going to make a lot of profit. I said, how can I do it? So I will let you to this agency or agents who are going to give you Oluwale visa so that when you go to Dubai airport, they are going to give you original one. The arrangement with will be with some agents over there. I saw okay, I plan everything. That very day that I supposed to go to Dubai, this very friend that said he will help me, he took me to Murtala Mohammed International Airport. I was waiting for him to come and show me which counter and where will I follow. I don't know my left and right there. He dropped me. I thought he was parking. I called him and said, where are you? He said, oh boy, if you enter there, anything others are doing, just do it and go. Oh my God. Then I have to enter. First I enter, I was going down through the boarding. And they say, where are you going? I said, I go. They say, where is your boarding pass now? I said, okay, where will they show me? I went there. I collected boarding pass, I entered. I was even happy that I entered that very airport the first time. So our flight was delayed. Everybody was worried. Nigerian Airways, I don't think of anything. Then, at the end of the day, the flight was supposed to leave by 10 a.m., left by 4 p.m. That was the last time Nigerian Airways flew. So we went to Dubai. I don't even know how the visa issue, but all I know is that El Ghazal was the people that they told me that I will call when I reached to the airport. So I was there saying, even I was happy. I said, even if they deport me, I'm happy that I have crossed the border. But I was praying. I said, God, it's only you that will save me. At the time, somebody called me and said, which company? I said, Gaza. I said, okay, it's the same company. Let us buy. That is how I entered Dubai. Then from there to there, from there to there, until one man called me and said, I see that you have a lot of experiences in business, but you don't have money. I said, yes. He said, I see you are a religious person, but your religiosity don't allow you to do business. I think you need help. I said, yes, sir. That man was somebody that they have declared dead in Togo, and they called me because I have some healing gift. I was working with Charismatic Healing Ministry. So they called me, we went to Togo. This very man was not breathing, and in fact, he was in the hospital, different type of drips upon him. And they said, I should pray. I pray. The man was healed instantly. And that is how the man came back to Nigeria. And that's how he called me and said, I see you have a lot of gifts. And if I'm just like other people, I will have opened a church and I will make a lot of money. But I say, I promise God from my childhood, whatever you give me, give it to me through my hard work. I don't want to go and open a church. I'm a Catholic and I will remain a Catholic and I will serve you in truth and spirit. And so that is how the man called me. The man gave me 10 million naira. I continue going to China, Dubai, China, importing some goods, and he's been selling. But the man called me one day and said, this money that he gave me, I know he didn't dash me this money. He said he will collect it back. So he gave it to me to make some profit. Ups and down in business, we bring some goods into Nigeria. Before you come, either money changing or whatever, we make the goods that you purchase unprofitable. Okay, so a lot of challenge in the market. So the man called me and said, do you know that you have up to 10 million naira in your account? I said, yes, I know, sir. He said, but I didn't see you, but you're supposed to buy a car and buy this and do this. I said, sir, you didn't dash me this money. This money, I am praying. Even this money is just like a thorn in my friend, because I always pray, God, please, any day that this man needs this very money, that I should balance him, that we are not going to quarrel about it. Until one day he said he needs money. I have to sold. I sold a lot of some of the things and some of the goods I sold and balanced him. That's why up to today he called me, Augustine, if I get another money, I will give you, because I have never do anything concerning money with anybody, and it just ended just with praise like this. I said, okay. My mother told me that I will not find trouble, because if I find trouble, that I have nobody. So, and I decided, I say, I want to work for humanity. And now my children have grown and they took over the business. I have to work for humanity. That's why I think of, having an NGO. That is why you see me here now. And God is opening the door. Government, all the registration, whatever, all of them are going normal, smoothly. I have the connections around the world. And, Badmus, I don't want to call him Dr. Badmus, because putting bad in his name look as if he's a bad guy. Thank God he has changed it to Good Moose Learning Center. So we have to be calling him Good Moose.
Guys,
we have to be calling him Good Moose.
it's a network link there. It's a network link. Um, wow. Um, network link over there. This story is thrilling. I think we're all picking one or two things from the story of the 001 Junero, and that's the chairman of Junero organization. And this man story is really an interesting one. It's something that we should all learn from. It's something that we should all understand that it's really very important that we understand how it is. So I will want. Okay, he's
Okay.
back. All
Okay,
right,
thank
go
you.
ahead, sir.
So as I was saying, the guy saw me in Abuja when he met me in Lagos. He said, I'm interested in what you are doing. Can we work together? I said, yes, we can go together. I decorated him and the rest of them. Then coming to Abuja now, he called me and said, do you have office? I said, don't have office. He said, come and squat with me. I squatted with him. Small time, God bless me, and I see get the office then, having a lot of people in and outside the country, having office. Even he dragged me to Turkey. I went to his house in Turkey, and he took. Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. We can hear you, sir. Go ahead, sir.
Okay. I think my time is almost off. So why I am, because when you hear Ambassador Dr. Nagwa Augustine, maybe you see me in here and there, whatever. It is not a day job, please, my dear. Last time I saw the glory of God flowing that even as I'm staying in Nigeria, because nothing moves me. Somebody was asking me, why is it that money is not moving? I say, I suffer to the extent that money cannot move me. Now I applied for 7 days visa from Canada to go there because some people were calling me to come and establish an organization there. The Canadian government called me and gave me 10 years visa. Some people were saying, why not go and live there? I said, live for what? Illuminati called me. They sent somebody and said, we need you in our midst. We will pay you $7 million US. They disturbed me to the extent that they said, every month we are going to pay you $500,000. I called my wife and said, at this very age, what will I do with this kind of money? At the time, the devil come to me and they say, if you get this very money, you are riding on private jets. I look at it and said, this is the glory of the world, but it cannot move me. At the end of the day, they open a cupboard that is filled with dollar. They said, just agree with us. And we need about 60 people in Africa, and somebody has nominated you to be one. I laugh and say, I know, even if the devil wear coat or agbada, I will know that this is still the devil. So give me $7 million, what will I do with it? Somebody told me and said that, Augustine, why you are rejecting this very money is that suffering have entered your gene. and any money that you did not suffer for, you are not happy with it. I say, yes. I believe in work. The Bible says, who does not work will not eat. So eating comes from working. Our people say the hand that is soiled with his hand is the same hand that will feed the mouth with oil. So we have to suffer. Even Bible says we have to face a lot of difficulties before we go to the kingdom of God. So why I'm telling you this, we are doing a mind surgery. And the mind surgery we are doing is for us to remove every negative mentality. Some people that will tell you that you can make millions today or tomorrow. No. There are some small boys at the age of 25. They have no good, wealthy background, but we see them talking in billions. Where did that money come from? This is where we have missed it. You know, Abraham was not rich in a twinkle of an eye. He have to leave the land of old and they go to the promised land, and he suffered a lot of things. If you look at the genuine rich people, you will go to their stories. You will know that to become rich, you have to work seriously about it. You know, like I used to say, this my brother and my friend, he loves everybody, because when you are doing the work of God, when you are doing humanitarian work, you cannot stigmatize, you cannot segregate. Everybody must be your friend, everybody must be your brother, everybody must be your sister. Everybody must be a member of your family. And you cannot bring religion in your life. Miscalculation of religious activities has spoiled the whole Africa, and more especially in Nigeria. Do you know that the same Muslim we are practicing in Nigeria, the same Muslim they are practicing in Dubai? But in front of mosque now, there is a phone booth. We used to go and make calls on Friday when the Jummah prayer is on. But do it in Nigeria here. You will finish calling and you will notice that your head have been taken off. So that is it. Goodmus is a friend. You cannot even know him that is a Yoruba man, because when he go to the Igbo land, or when he mixed with Igbo, when he took me to Turkey, even the neighbors there, they were praising him. That is how you know a human being who want to be, helpful, who want to do the work that God has assigned him to do on earth. And he is working hard. He have talk and talk and talk, and the talking and the teaching and the instruction that he's giving around the world have reshaped his mouth. If you see it, and he has become more than a preacher, because even when you go where he's staying in Abuja in a big hotel, he used that opportunity, because Bible says you will use every opportunity you have. He will use that opportunity to contact a lot of ministers and a lot of aristocrats around him. He will influence them. That is why we are having this very global cluster. So global cluster did not fall from heaven. It is a hard work. It's a hard work. So my friends, I am here today. You may see me some places. When I went to South Korea last year, a retired colonel from Nigeria here, I never knew him. He called me and said, "I hear you are coming to South Korea." I said, "Yes, sir." He said, "I'll be waiting you with my limousine in the airport. I will pick you up and I will show you a lot of things." So when I went to South Korea, he was there waiting. He picked me up with his limousine, went to his office, and he became this very man. Almost all the ambassadors that come to that very South Korea must pay him homage. At the end of the day, he arranged a meeting with the Pakistan embassy, and the ambassador was completely entertained. He took me to the War Museum of South Korea. He showed me a lot of things. You see? And when people saw this, when I posted them in either Facebook or whatever, they say, "Man, you have made it." And I say, "Yes, but it is not a day job. I'm over 60 years now." But some people say that my face used to confuse them. But I know who I am. I know that is it. It might be out of fasting and prayer, climbing mountain and coming down. If we go there at that very, what they call it, mountain in Osun State, you might see my name there. Okay? So what helped me, number one, is prayer and trusting God in prayer and believing that God always helps. But there was a day we are in a Los Angeles bus, and that Los Angeles bus hit a mobile policeman vehicle that was coming from Goza, where they have gone to train, and their blood was very, very hot, and they are beating and hitting everybody that evening. When I came down, they didn't beat me. I don't introduce myself to them, but the one that was holding gun was facing me face to face. Until those that carried those ones that are wounded to the hospital, they came back and said, "You allow these people to go because our people just sustained minor injuries." That was when that one that was carrying gun just lower the gun, and the gun released. I said, "Hey," the guy said, "Who do that? Who did that?" He said, "It's a mistake." I said, "This is how I would have gone." But thank God, He is my shield, He's my canopy. Okay? Whatever you are doing, do it with a clean mind. Whatever you are doing, do it for others to benefit. That is why the motto of our organization is service to humanity. Service to God and humanity. Okay? I wish that many people will join us in our organization, because we are working with Office of Drug and Crime. A lot of our children are going astray. Now we have this very conference on 26th of July. And before the conference comes, before the day comes, we are going to visit many schools to discourage our students and our children, to discourage them. We are going to discourage them all, the addiction of drug and the rest of them, human trafficking. Let all this racial Jabba syndrome, because people like to go to the Western world believing that when they go there, they will begin to pick money on the streets. It is about what you have in you, which God has put in you, which you develop. If you go there, whether you go to US, you might return as poor as a church rat.
Mm.
So many people in US, I met so many people in China, I met some people in many other places that are not doing anything because there is nothing in their head. They are even parents or maybe whoever that is just packaged and push them there for them to go and maybe pick money on the street. But when they go there now, because there's nothing in their head, if you have something doing, when you go over there, you will make it. But if you just learn how to plan head, if you are a woman, learn how to do all these cosmetics. Suffer yourself and do something. Be a good farmer. So that when you go somewhere like Canada, you will go to farm and make money. Not you just carry empty skull like that. You say you are going to Canada. You will suffer because there is nothing is free, even in Freetown. So you better get that very one in your head. I thank you once again. I remain loyal to everybody. And I say, may God bless you as we hear just a little testimony of my life. And I believe that as far as this is a mind surgery, you might be in one way or the other be corrected. So one thing again, I want to tell you, be confident. Be confident. When Joshua was about to enter the promised land, God said, don't be afraid, but be bold and be confident. That is confidence made a man. You be confident in what you know, and you will be ready to render service to whoever as there is no tomorrow. When you are doing that, you will not know when your destiny helper will appear, and then your story will change. Thank you once again. Thank you once again. May God
Wow,
bless you.
amazing, amazing, amazing. I deliberately make sure that you have the time to talk, though our time is fast spent. Is the mind surgery of the global clusters. And in this program, we ensure that we we make sure that people learn from people's story. When you see Ambassador Dr. Anago, you know, you cannot you will see his success, but you don't know that he has a lot of stories, and he has just summarized them. You understand? You can see this is another survivor of Boko Haram. You can see that he mentioned it, how he started. He started right in his own face. They were telling them it's going to happen, and it happened, right in his own face. And he has mentioned so many things. Mentioned the fact that he has been offered a lot of money to actually, join us with the evil ones, but he said no. You understand? There are four ways you can use to make wealth. Four ways. There are two ways that are good. The two other ways are not good. And these are the things that he has pointed out that you should trust. He talks about you praying. Praying is talking to your creator. You understand? Regardless of what your religion is, what you believe in, you understand? It talks about you mentioning what you want and to your creator. You know, this is thrilling, and we want to get submissions. People can call in from Facebook, from Instagram, from YouTube. The number to call in will be given to you. You can actually call in. You can call in to give your submission, and meanwhile let us have the people on the call today to give their submission. um, do we have Dr. Michelle in? um, the host? Do we have Dr. Michelle in? The 001 Mind Surgery, is she in here now? Hello, Cluster and Tennessee. Do we have Dr. Michelle in? Okay. Cluster and Tennessee, can you come up and talk to me, please? Cluster and Tennessee. Okay. Um, is Cluster and Tennessee there? Okay. Um, we need people to give their submission right now. If Dr. Misha is not in, I said you should ensure that she comes in. It's the first time we're using the StreamYard. We used to be on Zoom. We believe StreamYard will help us reach out to so many social media platforms, and that is why we're here today. And we really appreciate what it's currently doing. People are watching from everywhere. Tennessee, you need to come in and bring people in to give their submission, you know, and you can place a WhatsApp call to 080 711. So if you want to give your submission, what have you learned? What do you have similar story you want to share a bit? You know, um, what do you think about how has the story of Ambassador Dr. Anago impacted you? We need Mom Misha is commenting on the platform, on the what's on the um WhatsApp platform. I need her to come in. I need her to come in. Okay, let me reach out to her right now so that let me just call her so that she can give her submission. So where is Tennessee? I need someone to reach out to Tennessee. Tennessee needs to come here so that he can bring people in. Hello, ma'am. Did you follow the mind surgery, ma'am?
I did. I made my comments. I just couldn't get in. That's all.
Okay, can you speak now on this phone so that
I can speak now.
okay, go ahead and speak. People are listening to you. What's your take
Oh,
on the story of our guest speaker today? Go ahead, ma'am.
well, thank you, my brother. I hope you can hear me, Your Excellency. Thank you for being a true example who understands the meaning of determining
Mm,
and also going back to what I said. And when we 42 million African Americans in the United States know the importance of God and grit,
mm,
double no way the story was made up. It's an account that most people don't walk up to another human being and share because they may not be. But thank God for this platform. The global clusters is extremely important. Session, the mind surgery, and all the sessions are extremely important if you're thinking about investing in oneself. If you look at the gentleman, and I think that different platforms, it's unfortunate because of the Wi-Fi. He's one of those unassuming, unsung heroes who needs it in his heart and his soul to get
mm,
back to family. Although you wouldn't think someone like him, who has been attacked throughout his life, throughout his destiny, and I strongly believe that there is a physical realm and a spiritual realm, and against all odds is what I put in comment section. He still decided to be a forgiving, a hardworking human being, a human being who's focused on giving back. He's one of those people long before people revolution. He is Exactly. It's that. He, if I looked up the word noble, his face would be there.
Mm.
There are too many other things that come to mind, but he is a gracious, noble, wonderful, and God life. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing with us today. And I'm sure you will rejoin us. And again, happy new month to all of you and their. Thank you, brother.
Wow, amazing, amazing. That is the voice of the 001 Mind Surgery Revolution of the Global Clusters Worldwide in the person of Dr. Ambassador Dr. Michelle Uko.
And can I get personal and just say I wanted to thank him for coming all the way from Abuja to Lagos to honor me last weekend with a gift
Yes,
footage.
he's listening to you. You can respond, sir.
Yes, that was a noble cause. That's my last born and my family as well, sir. Thank you so much, sir.
Wow,
Thank you.
amazing.
Thank you very much. Well,
Yeah.
Ambassador Oko is an icon. So
Yes.
I, I always admire her, very humble, and the rest. So I don't know what I will tell her, but I believe you are coming to Abuja. When you come, we see.
All right. All right. All right. That's amazing. That's
Okay.
amazing.
All right. Thank you, sir.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All right.
well,
So let's have others contribute. Let's have Ambassador Abosede Iko. Tennessee, I've been calling you. Please bring people up.
onye gba Ozioma. Ozioma. Mmiri ịgba ya arụzi.
Hello, sir.
Hello.
Master Genie, are you here? Okay. Hello, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay. Okay. Ambassador say he has been trying to speak and nobody is hearing him.
Yes, I'm here, sir.
Okay. Master Genie,
Yes,
Master
sir.
Genie, can you take this floor before?
Yes, I'm here, sir. Yes,
Master
sir.
Genie, can you take this floor before?
Yes, we are taking submission from people regarding what the my surgeon of today, Ambassador Dr. Anago, has given us a great lecture, a great story today. So, my surgeon of today, Ambassador, the key point is determination. We do apologize about the sound in the audio. So, do we have anybody here with us that would like to give submission on today mind surgery, please? Apologize about the sound in the audio. So, do we have anybody here with us that would like to give submission on today mind surgery, please? Apologize about the sound in the audio. So, do we have anybody here with us that would Thank you. I can see in the comment section, Mrs. Yetunde Badmus. Yes, you can please give your submission. Thank you. Thank you. I can see in the comment section, Mrs. Yetunde Badmus. Yes, you can please give your submission. Thank you. Thank you. I can see in the comment section, Mrs. Yetunde Badmus. Yes, you can. Welcome back,
Hello.
sir.
Hello,
Over to
Ambassador,
you.
sir. Can they hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear
Yes.
you. Go ahead. Give your submission,
Uh,
please.
I've been waiting. I think he just admitted me in now. All right. I hope our guest is still here. I don't know
Yes, go
if he's
ahead.
still here.
He's still there. Yes.
Okay,
He's listening.
good, okay, good morning, sir. Ambassador Adekunle Badmos. Good morning, Dr. Anago Augustine. Thank you so much, sir, for this highly explosive presentation this morning. It was really mind blowing. I learned a whole lot this morning, and there is something that touched my heart. While he was speaking, I I also had some similar experiences in life, and seeing somebody coming to talk about it is touching my heart. But the most important thing is that at the end of the day, you know, God brought him out and he had great testimony to share. I think that is the most important thing. So I want to say congratulations, sir, for coming out to share this important mind-touching story, and also coming out to give the testimony, because if all this had not ended, in a good way, it would have been so painful. But thank God, sir, it ended in a good way. And I want to say that it's a lesson to all of us. Whatever we are going through in life, whatever the situation might be, we just need to, summon courage and keep all hope alive, and hope that God is there for us. Hold on to your God. Don't give up, irrespective of the situation, irrespective of what you are going through. Just keep doing what you are doing. Just like our CEO, Ambassador Adekunle Badmus, is doing. I know that there are many challenges, I know, but he's not being moved. He's still doing it. I know that he's facing a lot of challenges, but you see him every day bubbling. You see him every day, doing it as if no, there's no tomorrow. And this daily Ambassador keeps me going too. That no matter what happens, you just have to keep, excuse me, just have to keep doing it. So all of us on this call this morning, I want you to learn from the story of Ambassador Anago Augustine. He said, "You are my role model. You have given me courage this morning. You have given me hope to keep going. I myself, I have a lot of things that I'm going through, even presently. But since someone like you coming to talk from that background, from the scratch, and coming on top, I think that I too I can make it. So thank you very much, sir. You have just done something to our minds this morning. Sir, sometimes in life, somebody wants to give up. Somebody feel like packing it up. Somebody feel like I should just send it here. But coming to listen to someone like you, sir, it's another way of encouraging us to move forward in life. Thank you so much. My mind is made this morning. No matter what happens, I will forge ahead and I will make it. And I will come out one day to come and say my story like this. God bless you, sir. Thank you,
Thank you.
for
Thank,
this wonderful.
thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you very much.
Amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's get the submission from Master Genie. Master Genie, what's your own take on today's mind surgery?
Thank you very much, sir. While you were away, I've mentioned well, let me just appreciate our mind surgeon of today, Ambassador Dr. Anagu Augustine. Thank you so much for taking out your time to come and share with us today. We really appreciate. And like our 001 real estate said, Ambassador Abosede, you are a great role model, like our global president. You have added to our knowledge, you have added to our confidence, and you have given us a big more reason to be determined in becoming a better version of ourselves in life, regardless of what we face along the line. So, my submission today as well to every one of us that is present on this call or that will listen to it in the future, please continue doing what you're doing that will make the humanity feel better where you are. If you are
Mm,
doing bad things that is not going to help, please stop from now and do a positive thing. Yes, life is full of challenges, but there's always light at the end of the tunnel. Be
mm,
determined to create a good version of yourself,
mm,
replicate a good version that we have learned here today. Here is our great people and great people of vision and innovation. So please let us continue working hard in becoming a better version of ourselves so that one day, we too we will be able to share our own story that will encourage the coming up ones behind us. Thank you very much, Dr. Adekunle Badmos, for everything you do. Thank you, sir, Dr. Anago, for today. We hope to see more of you on our revolutions. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
amazing, amazing, amazing. Let's hear from my daughter, Clusterian Yetunde Badmos. What's your take on today's mind surgery?
Good morning, everyone. Good
Good
morning,
morning.
Ambassador Adekunle Badmus. Good morning, sir. Ambassador Dr. Anangu. Thank you very much for today's session. It was very powerful, and it's something that I'm glad I took part in. Your story is really insightful, and I love you, how you analyze each part of the story. Thank you very much, sir. Actually, one thing I took is your relationship with God. Yes, and that it speaks to me how powerful it is to have a very sincere relationship with God. To go
Mm.
far in life, to go far and to go very good, very smooth. You have to have this kind of relationship with your creator where you have to put him first. You put him first and you put him forward to be the one in charge. So
Mm.
I love that part. I love that part in your journey, and I so much appreciate how sincere the story is. Like, you stay true to yourself. That actually speak well to me, that it's not going to be easy. Actually, it's not going to be easy, but with determination, with taking it one step at a time, will surely end up being a living testimony. So thank you very much, sir, for this story, for sharing this story with us. You have actually impacted us in a very positive way, and I hope every other person that listening to your story is going to take one or two, and not just take, also make good use of what they have learned. So thank you very much, sir. We sincerely do appreciate you. God bless you, sir.
Thank you, my daughter Yetunde Badmos.
Yeah,
Um,
Doctor.
Thank you, Ambassador Dr. Anago, for today's meeting. Our time is fast spent, and I want to encourage everybody. This is the Global Cluster. It's the latest nation building social media platform on earth, and it's got across. But everyone should be part of this revolution. It's a revolution. Instead of end SARS, instead of end bad governance, we say let's engage in mind surgery revolution. We have 7 revolutions to negate all of these um, violence revolutions that are being done in our society. And one of it is the mind surgery. Today, again, in the evening, by 5, between 5 to 7 to 8 p.m., we'll be engaging in survival strategies in the new normal. And we want to use this opportunity to invite as many as possible to join us on Facebook, on YouTube, on Instagram, and on this live so that they can make contributions. And we'll be bringing in speakers to actually talk to us, you know, in survival strategies. New normal started during COVID. And in Nigeria, we have faced several new normal. How do we survive in all of this new normal? And we're going to learn from how we can survive in the new normal. Cashless policy was new normal to us. Change of currency was new normal to us. No more CBN rates for travelers like us and importers. These were new normal to us. Fuel subsidy removal was new normal to us. Hike in price in food items and so many other things. These were new normal to us. How do we survive? So we're bringing professionals, technocrats, and entrepreneurs all over the world to give us survival techniques. So today, don't miss it. Tomorrow will be humanity revolution. And humanitarian has spoken today. I'm an embodiment of humanitarian. And humanity is not something that one person should just be doing. It's a call to all. It's a clear call to all. Come and learn how you can be a partaker, how you can actually, you know, um, engage. What is the place of humanity in nation building? Tomorrow between 5 to 6, and the 001 and the 002 will be ready to give us what we need. So, having said that, we want everyone to adopt this revolution in their office, in schools, in any organization, both profit making organization and non-profit making organization. We are all part of this world, and we are all part of the nation. So we are suggesting this to everyone, that we should have a spark up where you share meetings like this, you understand, so that people can engage in meaningful things, and we can create innovative ideas, concepts that will help our father's land to move from where it is now to where it ought to be. Remember, we are regarded as a third world country, which means there's a lot of work to be done. And that is why this talk, we have to sit down and actually discuss them and see how we move forward. Having said that, I want to draw the curtain today and I want to ask, who are we? We are a consortium of professionals or upcoming professionals, technocrats or upcoming technocrats, entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs, where we share accurate knowledge of our industry. Why? Because that is what gives us the right power, accurate information, because that is the bridge between where we are and where we ought to be. Accurate connection, because to whom we are connected to determines what we collect. We are not just a social media platform, like Facebook, Instagram, with marketplace where people can sell their product and services with instant monetization, first of its kind. But we are the first nation building social media platform. We believe the global cluster is the answer that every Nigerian, every Africans have been waiting for all of us to come together to fix our father's land, to move us from where we are to where we ought to be, to build a beautiful Federal Republic of Nigeria, and to build a United States of Africa. We need minimum of 1 million non-governmental organization and minimum of 1 million private profit-making organization to come together, and so that we can build our father's land. So having said that, we want you to look forward for the next meeting. And if you're watching this, kindly share to friends and family. Let them learn from the mind surgeon of the day. We appreciate you, Ambassador Dr. Augustine Anago, for sharing your story. Your story has formed mind surgery, and it's not just for the people that attended today, but people are going to watch this later on, and they are going to be learning from you. And all the credit goes to you because you witnessed it, you saw it, you saw everything, and you were able to survive in days, so that it will encourage others to know that they can survive in whatsoever they are going through. Thank you very much. God bless you. I want to call it a day today, and I want to say, let's say in the evening, bye bye for now. Bye.